Welcome
okay,
back.
so now we're installing the mounting bracket. And I just forgot that we need to put stuff in. There we are. Okay. So the manual says you pop them in somehow.
Hold on, I'll pop them in. I know how to pop them in. And you just bend it in like that. I'll pop them in.
I'll pop them in. Remember, my hands.
Yeah, you're smaller. You should use this.
Other way. Just like that.
So, I think my strong white hands should do the job.
Wait, no, it's almost in. Here we go.
It's not all the way.
It doesn't pop in. It's not meant to pop in. Can you not hold it there?
Yeah, go ahead.
Walt.
You can't pop in. So should we turn it on its side while we do it?
No.
So, the plan is to have, I'll show you the manual. The plan, if you look at the specs of the case, where is the fan specs? Let's see, fan specs. Alright, the airflow spec right over here. So basically, this is the front. This is the front right over here. And the air will be coming through the front over here and through this. And right over here is where we're going to mount the CPU cooler radiator. And then, since heat rises and stuff, in addition to just the airflow, to create good airflow, we're going to have it go up here. And this is where the GPU cooler is going to be. And this is where we're going to, an output fan that is a sickle flow red LED, because this is red and black themed build.
I actually have
It's
those
going to-
fans in my case except for the green.
Nice. So, the GPU, the cooler, I will show it to you.
Hold up. MSI.
So, this is a
980 Ti Seahawk.
Yes, an MSI GTX 980 Ti Seahawk. It has this radiator. It's water cooled, obviously. Corsair fan. Looking pretty cool. And it has a very good card that's about as powerful as a Titan X benchmark wise, but it costs only like $600.
$750. More like 700. Okay. Am I not installing this mounting stuff?
So you want me to hold it gently? Yeah, I'll hold it. You don't need your hand back there.
Anyway, we're probably going to split this video into parts. So if this is part 2, then welcome to part 2. If this is still part 1, well, welcome to still
We're
part 1.
probably gonna edit that sentence out.
I mean, I will. I'm editing this video. Alright, so now we are going to install our H100i GTX push-pull config.
Well, I think we should just have that all intake.
Yeah. So
Like,
push-pull.
Because, yeah. I mean, it's going to. I'll show you how it's gonna mount.
Where are your here?
This
One
is
of
how
these.
it's meant to mount. I already screwed in the fans because that's the boring part.
Whoa. Okay. Screw in these NZXT fans. Wait, how are we supposed to mount these? This is weird.
No. The radiator is so heavy that you can't really have a fan, so it just has to be like this kind of.
Alright, first of all, let's see if that fits. Here, Walt, can you clear the way? I'm thinking of, before we install the CPU cooler, why don't we install the GPU?
Alright.
Well, we have the CPU cooler and the GPU installed.
And the GPU cooler.
And the GPU cooler, because it's a 980 Ti COC and it's got that fancy thing. Got this installed. Haven't had anything break yet. Okay.
Or not that we know of.
Not that we know. Okay. That does sounds a bit scary, but
Yeah.
okay, well yeah. So you Alright, so
we
we
made a mistake. We
Yeah.
forgot to
put in the
install
IO shield.
IO shield before the motherboard, so we had to take like everything out and do that. So when you build your computer, don't do what we did.
Pro tip, don't let Walt put in motherboard screws because he'll mess up and put in fan screws.
Don't
instead.
let Jasper drop metal things into your motherboard.
Shush. Pro tip, don't build with any of us.
Passive aggressive pro tip 101.
Yeah. There we go. Let me check all of them.
Yep, they're good. The screwdriver is better for the stuff like this. Actually.
No, I'm using the MLG Pro screwdriver.
MLG pro tip.
MLG Pro tip.
Alright, so let's reinstall the GPU. Where's the GPU? Ah, there's the GPU. I'll go get it.
Alright. Well, let's install the GPU. Okay, so we've installed the graphics card. It's the GTX 980 Ti COC, in case you didn't already know. Alright, so why don't we flip this back up, and, yeah, why don't we do a bit of cable management.
Alright.
We actually have to install
We see all the wires over here are going to be plugged into stuff, and
yeah, that's very descriptive.
the stuff will be right here. This is the power supply. It's 850 watts because I'm gonna be running overclocked stuff like GPU, CPU, and they're gonna be water cooled, so they can be overclocked a lot. So we're gonna need a lot of power. So yeah.
Do we have everything that we need in here? So we have, let me see, can you turn the camera over? 24 pin power connector,
Yes,
right?
This will be going into the motherboard because it says MB over here, as you can see.
PCIe power.
Yep.
For our hard drives and SSDs.
Also,
what else? Anything else we need? Why don't we just add it on later?
Yeah, that's probably a good idea.
All right. Well, yeah. Let's do this. Okay, well, we've finished Walt's gaming rig. Looks awesome. GTX 980 Ti COC. We have a SanDisk SSD, and then we have the Intel Core i5-4690K, and all the liquid cooling awesomeness. All right, well, thanks. See you in the next video and stuff.